Hi everyone, it's Lauren Stark with Elite Realty and welcome back to my channel. So I recently posted a video called The Truth About the Las Vegas Housing Market, in which I talked about current market trends and real life actual scenarios of what we are seeing here in our market in Las Vegas since the beginning of the year. And whoa, some of the comments I received, I felt like was a personal attack on my character. So I want to do a brief follow up to that video. Everyone loves a good headline, and as they say, no news is good news. On this channel, I'm going to keep it real for you 100% of the time, but what I am not going to do is post clickbait headlines that disaster is looming and the sky is falling when that is not an accurate depiction of the current, and when I mean current, January, February, since the beginning of the year of 2023 market reality, just in an effort to gain followers and subscribers. Now, we are in interesting times for sure, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the air, which nobody likes, with inflation nation, tech job layoffs, interest rates hovering around 7%, bank failures, and world political events and relationships that are concerning. About a week ago, I was watching a CNBC news video that was titled, "Why the Housing Market is in Big Trouble." It then went on to state that inventory in Las Vegas is rising and is up 200%. Well, let's hold on and take the context of that. Yes, inventory is up from January of 2022 when we had a 1.5 month supply of inventory to January of 2023 where we have a 2.5 month supply of inventory. The report then went on to say that prices are dropping, which they absolutely corrected and did from the peak, and now are rising back up in the first week of March. I will post the link to that video below, but this is why it is so confusing to consumers, and it's reports like these that are misleading and fear-mongering and not necessarily painting an accurate picture, especially as we have seen inventory levels since the fourth quarter of 2022 actually steadily decrease. The takeaway that I'm seeing in the Las Vegas market in particular is inventory. We are hovering around a 2.5 month supply of inventory. Of that 2.5 month supply of inventory, about 70% of it is what I call decent inventory, meaning the home is priced well for its location and condition. It's not tenant occupied where a buyer would have to honor an existing lease, and half the times in tenant occupied properties, the properties can't even be shown. And the lots are decent, meaning that they don't back up to a very busy perimeter street or have huge power line views from the backyard. That is really not a lot to work with, and the traffic trends since the beginning of the year are up. I don't make this stuff up. We get weekly Altos reports, and each week the needle has been ticking up for increasing to a slight seller's advantage market while the inventory has been steadily declining. New home builders have not pulled permits in 6 months, which is another concerning factor for the future of our inventory levels. And one last very concerning factor for our market and the future of affordability, and something that nobody is really talking about, is all the Wall Street corporations that are snapping up homes and turning them into rentals. It's estimated that by 2030, so just in 7 years, 40% of institutional investors will control the rental market. They've been very explicit how they are shutting people out of the home buying market, and people are going to be perpetual renters. Now, in other news that's very concerning and very scary is bank failures. But when things like this happen, savvy people turn to and think of tangible assets where they can safely put their money: gold, silver, and real estate. Now, we still do have sellers overpricing their properties via 2021 market conditions, and those homes are sitting on the market. But interestingly enough, let's just jump onto MLS today and see the pending homes that went under contract in the last 24 hours. So there are a lot of homes going under contract in a relatively short time frame, 60 days or less. Real estate is all about timing, and I'm not here to convince you to buy a home, nor am I telling you to buy now before it's too late. I will always keep it real and refreshing for you on my channel as a Vegas native and also as a realtor with 25 years experience selling real estate in all different market conditions. I didn't get to be where I'm at with a long-standing successful career as a top-selling realtor in Las Vegas by selling my clients under the river. My best advice in any market is, and always has been, when buying a property, you always, always, always want to buy with an exit strategy in mind. If I need to sell, what does this home offer in terms of location, quality, desirability of the neighborhood, nearby amenities, schools, and is the price that you're paying one that has upside appreciation potential? And what does this property have or not have that would be attractive to a future buyer or potential renter in case you would like to lease your property out? And if you're buying a new home, always, always, always walk the dirt. Very important. Lot selection in a new home neighborhood is super important. I was once working with some buyers and they were offered a $20,000 incentive on a less than desirable lot. It was on the low side, and while the $20,000 was extremely appealing to the buyers, I advised them that on the resale market, that $20,000 incentive would disappear, and if they needed to sell, they would have a harder time because the lot sat on the low side with another two-story peering right in. They called me right after they built their pool and told me they owed me dinner for the next month. They were so happy that they listened to my advice and picked the better lot that did not have the incentive, but was the much better home site. It's a weird market for sure. We are in unprecedented times, but the sky is definitely not falling. Prices in Vegas have corrected, seem to be flattening out. Buyer incentives are out there. New homes are offering some great interest rate locks. And while I don't expect appreciation to be anywhere near frenzied pandemic levels, with all the people still moving to Las Vegas and current inventory levels trending down, we may start seeing prices go back up. Last summer, I was doing a new home tour, and in that video, I remember mentioning that new homes would be where it was at due to builders being non-emotional sellers and being able to offer very attractive buyer incentives. That turned out to be correct and still true. New homes are where it's at right now with some very attractive buyer incentives. But what's interesting is I spoke to a new home sales consultant, and while they were not raising the prices on the base prices of the home due to the demand that they were seeing, they were raising the prices on the lot premiums. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll wait for the comments below, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye for now.